Hello students, now the next topic of our chapter number 4 is physical properties of metals and non-metals. So the first physical property is physical state. Metals are generally solid at room temperature. The metals which you come across in your daily life, for example iron, gold, silver, aluminium, etc., they are generally solid. So exceptions are also there: mercury, which is liquid at room temperature, and gallium, which has very low melting point and it melts when kept on your palm. Now non-metals are generally solids or gases. In solids we can consider example of phosphorus, sulfur, iodine, etc., whereas gases such as hydrogen, oxygen, nitrogen, helium, argon, etc., they are non-metals. Then exception in non-metals is bromine. It is the only non-metal which is liquid at room temperature. Now the second physical property is strength. Metals are strong generally, but the exceptions are there. Sodium, potassium, they can be cut with a knife. Therefore they are very much soft. Non-metals are not strong. They are brittle in nature. That means the solid non-metals, they can be broken down into pieces when pressure or force is applied on them. But there are exceptions also. Diamond, which is a form of carbon, is the hardest substance on the earth. So there are some exceptions also in each of the physical property. Now the third property is luster. That means metals have shiny appearance, they are lustrous. As you have seen the jewelry made up of gold and silver, it is having very much shiny appearance, and due to that luster they are used in making jewelry. Whereas non-metals have a dull surface, they are non-lustrous. Now exceptions in this case is graphite, diamond and iodine. Graphite and diamond are the allotropes of carbon. That means they are form of different forms of carbon, and iodine is also having lustrous surface. Then fourth property is malleability. The property by which metals can be beaten into sheets is called malleability. Gold is the most malleable metal and non-metals are brittle, so they do not show malleability. So here also different metals can be beaten into sheets as we have seen, but non-metals are generally brittle as phosphorus, sulfur. They, if the force is applied on them, they break down into small pieces and therefore they are brittle in nature. Now the next one is sonorous. Metals produce a ringing sound when struck. As you all know that if we struck a metal bell in temples or in school, then it creates a ringing sound, that is sonority. Therefore they are sonorous, whereas non-metals are non-sonorous. Next property is ductility. The property of drawing a metal into thin wires is called ductility. Most metals are ductile. Generally you can see gold, silver, aluminium, copper, wires can be made. So these are ductile, whereas non-metals are non-ductile. That means they cannot be drawn into wires. Next property is conductivity. Metals are good conductors of heat and electricity. Therefore they are used for making wires, electric wires, as well as for utensils also. Example is silver and copper, they are best conductors. Non-metals are bad conductors or insulators of heat and electricity. Now here is an exception. Graphite is a good conductor of electricity because it is having one free electron which helps in the conduction of electricity, while diamond is a good conductor of heat. So this is they are the allotropes of carbon and they are exceptions. Melting and boiling point is the last physical property. Except sodium, potassium, mercury and gallium, most metals have high melting and boiling points. So sodium, potassium, mercury and gallium are exceptions. Non-metals generally have low melting and boiling points. But here also the exception is graphite and diamond because they have high melting and boiling points. So let's just again consider the physical properties First one is the physical state, second is the strength, third one is luster, then fourth one is malleability, that is the property of metals that can be beaten into sheets. Fifth one is sonorous, that is the ringing sound. Then sixth one is ductility, the property of metal to be drawn into wires. Next, sixth one is conductivity, that is heat and electricity conduction. And the seventh one is melting and boiling points. Now here there is a table of differences between metals and non-metals. It is given in your book also. Metals are malleable, non-metals are non-malleable. Second is they are ductile, non-metals are not ductile. They are good conductors of heat and electricity, metals. Then non-metals, they are bad conductors of heat and electricity. Fourth is they have luster, metals. Non-metals do not have luster. Then next property, they are solids at room temperature except mercury. Then non-metals, they are generally solids and gases at room temperature. Then metals, they have high melting and boiling points. Then non-metals, they have low melting and boiling points. Metals, they are hard except sodium and potassium. Then non-metals, they are soft except diamond. Metals, they are sonorous, and non-metals, they are non-sonorous. So this is just for your brief revision or recap of the points which we have discussed. Then next let's discuss the different types of metals in the form of pictures. Here the first one is the iron metal. It is showing the iron nails. Then second one is the pipes of copper metal. These pipes can be used for building or construction work. Then third one is a cup which is made up of silver metal. And fourth one is, these are bangles made up of gold metal. So these are some of the common metals. Now here comes the picture of common non-metals. So here the first one, the black one is carbon. Then the second yellow one is sulfur. These two are solids. And the third one, which is a bottle containing chlorine gas. So this is also a non-metal. So two are solids, one is gas.